want to change our percentages, again, it requires little configuration. We will have to come back here and we will have to make the changes. So to avoid that, we have a concept called statistical key figure. What happens in the case of statistical key figure? So whatever the percentages you want to make before executing the program, you can go and change the percentages. So this concept is called statistical key figure. So with the help of the statistical key figure, we can change our basis month to month. As and when we require, we can go and change those percentages. So here, firstly, we will have to create the statistical key figure. Statistical key figure basically works in order to apportion, in order to find the basis. So the moment we consider statistical key figure in the program, the system will go and check what is the basis maintained in the statistical key figure and accordingly considers the same. Okay, so let us create first statistical key figure. So this is an individual process KK01 to create statistical key figure. Path for this is easy access, accounting, controlling, cost center accounting, master data, statistical key figures, individual processing, KK01, create. Just enter into that, create statistical key figure. So I will say periodic reposting or 12PR. Okay, press enter, name. I will say statistical key figure 1248 and statistical key figure unit of measure. How do you want to consider? You want to consider based on the percentage, value, bag, or what? What is the way that you want to consider? Do you want to go by area? How do you want to apportion the amount? You want to consider power, pressure, energy, or each length, or whatever you want, you can consider. We have different unit of measures. You can consider that accordingly. So what I will say, I can say each. I will just say as each. Now, is this going to be fixed value or total value? Fixed in the sense it is constant for that particular month. If you select the total value, it means it is a variable. It works, the same basis works as long as you change the percentage. So we will be selecting total values. Save it. Data saved. It means I've just created the statistical key figure, but nowhere I've mentioned any percentages. It is just a statistical key figure. Okay, it is just a master data. Now, where are we going to maintain the percentages? That we will see later. Okay, let me go back to the configuration and create another, the cycle, periodic reposting cycle, and we will proceed from there. It's going to be the same, only few changes that we are discussing now. So double click on create actual periodic reposting. Okay, I will say 12PR1. Enter. As usual, you can see here 1 year, then you can change that accordingly.
Can we use
Uh,
the same cycle, Nanda?
Same cycle, yes, of course you can change, but you will have to change that. You will have to change the, uh, you know,
Check.
one part. We will have to change one thing. Reposting. So you can use consumption, currency, all those stuff. And here you will have to change this part. Earlier we did make it as, we did consider as percentage. Now this has to be a variable portion. Now since we are using the statistical key figure, you will have to select actual statistical key figure. This you can use it for first plan also. Actual statistical cost or actual statistical key figure. So we are using the actual statistical key figure. So select this. So here we will have to maintain, I will say rent. Let me select the other one, electricity. Okay. And since I've selected this variable portion, I can see 4 tabs. Only one difference you can find it over here. So I've selected the statistical, actual statistical key figures. Going into sender receiver, it's going to be the same. I'm selecting 18,000. And what is my cost element for electricity? Electricity is this one. Select the same thing. I will say here 16,000 to 20,000. Now here in the receiver tracing factor, we will have to enter what is our statistical that we are considering. We have only one statistical key figure, that is called 12PR. So select the same thing, but nowhere we have mentioned the percentage. And when you go here in the receiver weighing factor, you can see 100%. What do you mean by 100%? The statistical key figure, we have not entered any percentage. Let us say, let us discuss about this. Now, so we are considering the same cost centers, and we are posting into this only the the GL is 4 lakh, 400, 300. Let's say I'm posting 12 lakhs amount. Now I'm apportioning to all these cost centers. What is the basis? I have SKF, statistical key figure 12PR. And in the the cycle, I'm mentioning in the weighing factor as 100%. I'm putting as 100% here, right? Here I'm putting 100%. So what does it mean? Whatever the basis that we are going to maintain, let's say 20, 20, 20, or 20. So it means whatever the portion you have, system is telling to consider the complete 100% of it, 100% of 20%, 20 basis. Let's say if the basis is 30%, 10%, 20%, 60, and 20, 20, the total is 100, right? If this is a case, the 30% out of 12 lakhs, 30% is how much? 30% will be 3,60,000. So do you want to consider whole 3,60,000? System will determine based on this. If I put 80%, then system will consider 80% of that 3,60,000. So that is the meaning of here 100%. So it means it always be 100%. It means I want to consider the whole amount, the proportion, whole amount. So here we are putting. So we are not entering any basis here because we are using statistical key figure. So statistical key figure will determine the basis. So just to save it. Now, where do we maintain the statistical key figure basis? That we will have to enter in the easy access. So we will have to enter in the easy access. So this is the option we have here. KB31N statistical key figure. Okay, enter the basis. Enter the basis. Okay, actual postings. Yeah, enter statistical key figure. Path for this is easy access, accounting, controlling, cost center accounting, actual posting, statistical key figure KB31N, enter. Okay, KB31N, just enter into this. So what is the receiver cost center? What is the statistical key figure? And what is the basis that you want to consider? Okay, so receiver cost centers are these. I'm going into change mode. These are my receiver cost center. So I will be selecting them here: 16,000, 17,000, 18,000, 19,000, and finally 20,000. What is the SKF to consider? We have 12 PR. This is the one we have selected in our program. This is the one we have selected in our program. So I'm entering 12 PR. Okay, what is the basis I want to consider? Okay, so 30% I will say here, 10%, 15%, 20%, 50, 75, another one is 25%, 25, 45, 50, 60, 70, 30, 100. So it is not a percentage. What it does is it will take the total, 30 by the total, 10 by the total. It does not mean to have 100. Now why I'm putting here 100? It is easy for us to validate the amount. So for that reason I'm putting the total as 100. 30 by 100, 10 by 100, 15 by 100, 20 by 100, 25 by 100. System will consider in that way. So 40, 55, 75, 100. Now the press enter, you will get the unit of measure based on the statistical key figure.
It could be less than 100 too, right?
Yeah, you can do anything.
Okay.
You can do anything.
But it should not be over 100.
You can have even 100 also. That's what I'm
No,
saying.
more than 100.
Yes, you can keep
Okay.
more than 100 also. 30 by the total. It can
Mm.
be 100, 120, 150, 500,000. You can put anything. But why I'm saying here 100, it is easy for me to validate. You know what I mean?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So you can put any amount over there. So just to say document number is posted with controlling document number range. Back. So what we have done, we have created our periodic reposting cycle with the statistical key figure. I did mention as a statistical key figure, and what statistical key figure I'm taking, I have mentioned, and I'm taking 100% of that portion to be considered. Okay, and what is the cost center, center cost center, and what is the center cost element, and what are the receiver cost elements, receiver cost centers. Okay, now what we will have to do, we will have to post the transaction. When I go into case B1, if I select this cost center group, I don't see 80 in 18,000 cost center. I don't see any transaction posted with electricity cost element. So if I run this program, system will not at all work. System will throw up an error. There is no value posted into this. So what I will do, I will go and post a transaction in KSB, in FB50. So I'm taking now the electricity. Oh, sorry, four. Why? What is happening? Why this is not working? That's fine. Okay. So what I will do, I'm just entering electricity. Where is that? Here. 400, 200. Make sure the same GL is maintained over here. 400, 200. Okay. So, right. So I'm posting now with 400, 200 credit, debit. So I will say 10 lakhs. One more zero will come. Okay. Now I'm taking cost center. What cost center I'm taking? There 18,000 in our program. So make sure to use the same thing. Just save. Okay. Posted. Document is posted. Now if you go back to KSB1, we can see that amount. Okay. We can see this amount. So 10 lakh is the amount. So document number you see, artificial document number, 10 lakhs. So this 10 lakhs will be apportioned based on the KB31N value. Okay. So I'm going into display mode, selecting the document number. So this is the basis system will consider. Okay. This is for display. This is for reverse. Okay, so now from the programming perspective, everything is done. So we have created a PR, periodic reposting cycle. We have created a periodic reposting cycle. Okay, we have created a periodic reposting cycle mentioning as electricity charges using the statistical key figure. So we have created a statistical key figure KK01 transaction code, and we have maintained the same thing over here. Now in the sender, we have selected what cost center to consider and what cost element to consider. Then what are the receiver cost centers, and the basis is going to be 100. We are considering 100. And from there, we have maintained the the basis for statistical key figure using KB33M. Now it's time to run the program. Okay, now let's get into the program. Periodic reposting KSW5. Just enter into that, take the period, run in the test run mode, and since we have two cycles, you can see them now in the list. So this is the one that we are, I think, I'm not sure whether we have an option to execute more than 400, sorry, more than 4 cycles. I think there is a way to add. I don't remember. Okay. So running the cycle, select the relevant cycle running in the test run mode. So you can see sender 1, receiver 5, reposting, and you can see segment also here. Okay, you can see the segments also here. Just double click here. You can see the basis also here. Okay, you can see how the basis, how the amount is being apportioned, how the amount is being apportioned. Okay, 18,000 to 16,000, 18,000 to 17, 18 to 18, 18 to 19, 18 to 20. Okay, back, back. Okay, so it is mentioned here, it says processing status test run, processing completed without errors. If at all you have any errors, it says as processing completed with errors, and you will have one log there. Once you select that, you can see the errors. Back. Now run in the real mode. So remove the test run, just execute. I'm not running in the background. So it is completed. Now the document number is 1007. If you go back and see KSB1, this car center group, range of posting date, execute, you can see now here, this is the salary. Here you can see 10 lakhs. Out of 10 lakhs, what is this? So we have some fractions, but normally we should not get fractions. Let us see. We should not have, basically we should not have. Why 5,88,235? So let us see what is the basis that we have considered. %30 this thing, right? Ten lakhs. Total is 100. Perfect only. Okay, 10 lakhs it's supposed to come, but system is triggering at different amounts. System is triggering at different amounts. Why there is some portion is not being picked up.
Nanda, could be we may have a balance, we owe some balance on
We
those
did not
costs.
we did not mention anything over there, right?
No, the previous balance, it may have, so it may have show us, that cumulative balance.
But cumulative, we did not
Oh.
select cumulative.
No, we did not, but previously, if at all we have any balance on that cost
No,
center.
we are not finding anything, right? Here
Hmm.
in case B1, if we see here in case B1, we can see only for this electricity, we can see only this one, 10 lakhs.
And one more thing, Nanda, I can see that the artificial document number is the same. See, if you can look
No,
at it,
no,
see this last one. Yeah, that
HG,
one.
HG here,
Oh,
EF.
I see. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah. Oh my God. So
And that is
similarly.
immaterial. That is immaterial for us.
Okay.
So basically, this cost center, this GL, this cost element are important for our cycle. But out of 10 lakhs, why the system is not considering the full amount? These are the amount considered. These are the percentages considered. Why this is so? Only 5,88,000 is considered. Okay, I think I will have to figure that out. But nowhere we mentioned the base is the percentage. Here, this is perfect. And receiver tracing factor. Statistical key figure is 12 PR only, right? 12 PR is our statistical key figure. Receiver tracing is this 500%.
And it could be possible. You said 30%, 20%, something like that. So, like for example, if you have defined $100, so it's the 30% becomes $30, and of that $30, system only picks the 30% of that.
No, no, no. So what system does is system behavior is out of 10 lakhs, okay, 10 lakhs posted here, right? In the combination of 18,000 cost center and 400, 200 cost element. What system does is
Mhm.
that out of 10 lakhs, system first will check what is the statistical key figure. Okay, what is the statistical key figure? It checks statistical key figure. So it says as PR. Okay.
Okay.
Now
Mhm.
what 12 PR says for these cost centers, 16,000 cost center, 16,000, 17,000, 18,000, 20,000 cost center. It checks all these cost center and
Okay.
it checks the basis. So
Okay.
since we have mentioned 30%, all those things, what it does is 10 lakhs will be
Uh-huh.
picked up and apportioned based on this. So we will have some amount. Now to this, weighing factor has weighing factor has 100%. So It picks up 100, total it gives you same amount.
Correct.
This weighing factor will be picked up from the program.
Okay.
So ultimately that is what the program talks about. Don't know where it is going in wrong direction. Okay, I will figure that out.
So how much is supposed to be picked up? If you can put in the Excel sheet so we know the difference where it comes in Excel file.
KB 33 and 30, 10, 15, 20, 25. This is the one, right?
Yeah.
No, not this. This is the one. So these are the amounts supposed to come. 3 lakhs, 1
And
lakh,
but the
1 lakh
system,
50, 2
okay.
lakhs, 2 lakh 50.
And
This
the
is the
system
amount
is
supposed to come. Yeah, but system is giving these amounts.
okay.
Only 5 lakh 88 is picked up. How about the balance? Why the balance system? Why this balance is not being picked up? Why the program is not being picked up?
Okay.
Okay.
Now, if so system, I just want to know that in 30,000 and the system picked up only 17,600, like
Correct.
7. Okay. So that if you can do 30% of the 30,000 and see if that is the figure, that's the amount comes.
30% of this thing.
Okay, what is that 30%? Okay, here the cost center is, what is that cost center is 16,000, right? And
Mhm.
here the 16,000, what is the amount picked up by the systems?
This is the one.
117, but it should picked up only
3
3
lakhs.
lakhs, 3 lakhs. And the
Mhm.
system, okay, so if you can do 30%, we define
Eh,
30%, right? Ah,
90,000. It comes to 90,000.
90,000, but system is picking up 176.
Yeah, that's what. There is no logic in that.
Yeah, it's
So we need to figure out that logic. Okay, I'll just check this thing and we can continue tomorrow.
okay. So tomorrow, do you think we are gonna have a,
Yes, we are going to have a session. Okay,
oh, okay, all right.
same time at 8 o'clock.
Sure. Okay, thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you.
That 588. Okay.